we're back. This is Joy Paris with Network.tv, and we are on set with the producer and actor as well in Halloweed, Jayson Bernard. It is so wonderful to have you here with us. We're excited to talk to you about your stoner film, Halloweed.
Halloweed. Thanks for having me, Joy.
Now, there's so many stories out there and things that you can work on. What attracted you to this, and why pick this genre and the stoner film?
Well, we, when we sat down with the other producers and 29 Productions from Chicago brought us the script, we thought it was a no-brainer. Who doesn't want to do a weed comedy? We had done comedies in the past, with a series and things like that, so that's why they approached us. And we all had a trust with each other with how, comedies worked. And we kind of went from there, I think that, stoner comedies are pretty funny, and, I've always liked them.
And, when you watch this film, what was the feel you were looking for? Because it's a mix of all different sort of genres. Did you have a particular film in mind that you thought, I might fashion it after this?
Well, when you ask a filmmaker, they always have a general idea of what they want, but you also don't want to be, typecasted or put into a certain category like everyone else was. You want to create something different, but we were going for that whole buddy stoner comedy, but we wanted it to have a little bit of horror in it. But we knew that people would be unforgiving if you took it one way or the other, and something always would sacrifice. So we wanted to make the killings and things like that a little bit more funny. So they're not as serious as they would be in like a true slasher film, But it leans more towards a dark comedy. So I guess that would be like the genre that we're going for.
Now you're wearing two hats. You're the producer and you're the actor.
Yes.
That's a lot to handle. How'd you manage those two hats on set?
I've said this before. I don't recommend it. I don't think that it's a smart move, unless you have you can separate it.
Right.
There were days that I was doing both.
Gosh.
That during the day I was producing or acting, and then I would flop after I was done. And I don't recommend it. It's
you get no
really
sleep.
stressful.
Number one.
Well, it's not about it's hard to switch gears. So there were some days I felt like something lacked because of I had to do something else, but hopefully it doesn't show.
It doesn't show. And let's talk about your character, because your character is
he's a D-bag.
Connor Price.
Yeah.
Boy,
not a nice
Connor
guy.
Price.
Not a nice guy. Connor's not a nice.
No, he's not a nice at all. And it's great, you're not to say that about you, but a good actor makes you understand how you embody that nastiness in him. Mm-hmm. Where did you get the inspiration from? How'd you prepare to be nasty Connor Price?
Oh boy. Well, I'm a big fan of early or late 80s and early 90s, comedies, and there's always that guy that everyone loves to hate. He's always sparkly or overdone, or he's bigger than life, and I kind of use characters from some of the classics to inspire me. But I think that everyone has that in them, Everyone wants to be mean. Yeah. I mean, how many times have you do the grocery store and you want to say something to people, and Connor just allowed me to be that person,
I know.
He's a troublemaker, for no reason.
So you have to see Halloweed to get what we're talking about being, Connor Price.
Yeah,
because there's some really awesome scenes where
he's entitled. He's got a lot of entitlement going on for him. Yeah.
Your casting choices, let's talk about that, because I think everybody really blended really well in the film. So how did you go about the casting process? Were there people you had in mind, or you just found all these amazing people during the casting process?
I think that, when the producers and all of us sat down to start collaborating on the project, we had a wish list. We had people that we wanted to see in the role, and sometimes it morphs, you get one person and you go, well, maybe that person won't do well with them, so the lists change. Sometimes it's a fluid, what am I trying to say, concept that you have to kind of work with, what I mean? It doesn't always work out the way you want, or the way you need it to, but it always ends up being right if you do it the right way. So we we had a very, very short list, obviously, for Joey, the lead in the film. Shannon Brown was already cast in the film, and so was I. We kind of came with the package. So we needed to kind of build around us that would fit, how what would go well with us and what would go well with the comedy and opposites of us. Shannon being the star of the film and playing the straight-laced guy, right. We needed someone who could be a goofball and kind of play opposite of that. So the short list was, always Simon, Simon Rex to do that. And they play well together, and they kind of look like brothers in a way. So
how much bonding time did they have?
They didn't have any.
None.
It's LA.
It's
Hollywood,
LA, right? It's just
obviously we all spoke on the phone, and I got to know Simon a little bit, and it was hard because we were running pre-production half in Chicago and half here, so there was a lot of back and forth. But some of us knew each other, like Michelle Mueller, who plays the lead, Madison. She is a very, very close friend of mine. We did a series together, and so I knew her, and I knew that she could bring Madison to life. And then Shannon knew Jim O'Hare and Robert Craighead. So it was kind of, and I knew Laz Rial, the director, and we kind of went from there. And then there were some fun odds and ends that we added, that kind of went with all of us, so it was fun.
Love it. Can you share with us the funniest moment on the film for you?
Oh, geez.
There's so many scenes. So.
I don't know. Simon was kind of like a loose cannon. So the director was really good with letting us add parts to it, or if we wanted to change a line or something like that. So I think the most fun are the ad-libs, like when we were allowed to go off script, and Simon would say some pretty funny things. So those were usually making us laugh. But watching Robert Craighead come out in his at the end, there's a Halloween party. Obviously it's a Halloween movie, and there's a big ball, and Robert Craighead's costume at the end is interesting, and it made us all laugh when he came out of wardrobe. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
You have to get and see it, watch it.
Yes.
When you're thinking about possibly maybe Halloweed 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, and there's always a Halloweed 1.
I guess there's always a chance for it. Yes,
there's a possibility. And with working all these amazing actors, of course you'd want to work with everyone again, but who do you want to really want to work with?
Well, it's something that's not even we're so caught up in the moment right now. It's not anything that's planned or anything. But I think that, it's like a family, you have aunts and uncles that you love to see at Christmas, and then you have people that you're okay with seeing them, but so I think it would be, but in the end though, you're still family. So we have a Halloween family, so I can't imagine doing it without any of them.
Take them all with you.
Yeah, they the good and the bad. You want them all to come with you. So if there for some strange reason would be a second one, I'd want everyone exactly the way they were back. And then of course we would change out people that didn't make it. Obviously they died, so so we would have to bring in some new blood. So that would be fun.
Bring Brittany back. Zombie, had zombies in there.
We could bring some zombies, some Halloween zombies.
Yeah, maybe. And then you
maybe.
can bring back the favorite ones that we
tried. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Yeah,
good ideas right here.
Yeah, she kind of came back. So her sister kind of took her over. So
definitely. If you can talk about describing this film for an audience that you really wanted them to see this film, what would be the 3 words you would use?
I would say, stoner comedy. It's only 2 words, but it's just a really fun. It's lighter than air. If you're looking for Shakespeare or something complicated, this is not the movie for you. It's just good for a nice laugh to hang out with friends and just watch and enjoy it. And that's why we did it. We weren't looking for any prizes. We just wanted to make a really entertaining, fun movie, and I think that we accomplished that.
I love it. Tell everyone how to get the movie, the date it comes out, and all the dynamics that we need.
It is available now for pre-order on iTunes, and it'll be available everywhere on October 18th on Time Warner VOD, Google Play, Fandango Now. It's pretty much everywhere. All your favorite streaming networks.
That's right. And Halloween is coming up.
Halloween's coming up. It's a good movie to watch.
You want to get out the weed.
Get out the weed if you
wanna
do
get
the weed.
Tequila, right?
Oh, tequila, yeah, everyone can do
And
that.
shots and rum and wine.
I wouldn't
Just
mix
bring out
them.
the whole arsenal. Just like do the whole thing, margaritas
Do it
and
all.
sangrias and whatever you got.
Do it all.
And hang out with friends and just enjoy.
And watch Halloweed.
Watch Halloweed. So guys, thank you so much for staying tuned and watching us talk to these fantastic filmmakers and actors. And once again, this is Joy Paris of RichGirlNetwork.tv.